the cost accounting. Now, what is the cost accounting? Cost accounting is basically, for example, let's take an example. There is a company, there's a factory which is making a pen. A factory which is making a pen for rupees, say, rupees 10. Now, the question arises, how can we reduce the cost of that pen? What are the possible reasons with which the pen is getting more higher priced or the pen is getting more costlier? This has to be dealt in the cost accounting. The accountant here analyzes what is the type of expenditures, how many type of expenditures are done in order to make a single pen. Obviously, when you see a pen, you simply see it's a plastic thing with a nib, with a ink in it, and it has just to do with that only. But for that, an engineer has to be there. He has to figure out which Obviously, if you have seen a pen, there is written that 0.7 or it is 0.5 This simply means the width of the pen. These all things have to be taken care of. All these require expenditures, the research and development expenditure, the manufacturing cost, the labor which is working on it, the labor which is producing the pens has also to be seen, because that is also the expense which a company is incurring on producing the pens. So the cost accountant has to analyze all the expenditures which are done in order to make the product, the cost of that product. Like here, the cost of the product is rupees 10. So this all has to be done in the cost accounting. Now, the cost of the products and the services which are getting delivered to the customers. Obviously, there are two types of basic industries. The first one is the manufacturing. The manufacturing has to do the manufacturing work, the production work. It will have a factory where the raw materials are processed and then converted into their finished products. There can also be the service industry, like for example, the transportation industry, which has to do with only the transportation of the goods, nothing they produce. Apart from that, the telecommunication industry, they has to just convey the messages, nothing apart from that. They are not producing anything. So each and everywhere there is a cost. If you want to call a person, obviously we will have to pay for the amount. The cost which a company is incurring, the amount which is getting recovered from the customers, each and everything has to be done, has to be seen in the cost accounting. The cost accountant just tries to reduce the price of the product or the services they have produced. And after the product's price has been determined, that the cost of the pen is rupees 10, then it has to be figured out at what rate the pen has to be sold in the market. Is it if we can sell it for 12 rupees or we can sell it for rupees 15? Whatever is the information, this has to be dealt in the cost accounting. Now, the company here is earning a profit of rupees 5. The company is earning a profit of rupees 5. Here the company was incurring a profit of rupees 2. It totally depends upon the competition as well. Now, if the competitor is selling a pen of rupees 10 for rupees 14, so we can't sell it for 15 because the customer is the king. He will always know that a pen is for 14, other pen is for 15. The function, the work is similar, just the same. Obviously, he will go for rupees 14. He will play smart. Obviously, it's a human tendency. So now each and everything, the fixation of the price, at which price these are to be sold, the controlling of the cost, how can the cost be reduced? How can we minimize activities? How can we reduce the labor workforce in order to produce a pen? What are the things which are doing in the double nature? Are there any things which are getting idle? Are there any laborers who are not able to work and they are just getting the amount from the business and they are not working only? So these minute things are covered under the cost accounting. Next, the costing information. Apart from that, the management decision making. Obviously, management then takes a decision. Yes, we can control the cost. Yes, we can reduce the activities which are being done in order to produce the pen. All these things are figured out, or all these controls in the costing are done in the cost accounting.